Are you your own worst enemy? Or your best friend? As much as you wish it was the latter, deep down, you know, the former is closer to the truth. Unfortunately, we think that being our own harshest critic is a positive. That is a realistic way to live, and it allows you to be prepared for the ideas and opinions of others. More importantly, it requires no effort. What you overlook here, though, is that your perceptions and beliefs have a major hand in creating the life you live. While you may not be conscious of it, you have to choose to turn off autopilot and steer the vehicle actively. Let's take a look at the signs suggesting that you are your own worst enemy. Do you tend to trust the opinions and ideas of others more than you trust your own? If so, it's a sign that you're your worst enemy. Rather than thinking or standing up for yourself, you nod along. It's important that you learn to trust your instincts. You shouldn't fall in line with the opinions of others just because they seem confident or forceful. You have your own thoughts. Are you someone who places more value on the comfort of others? You don't want to speak your mind because you fear alienating others. You hold back from getting things off your chest because you don't want to upset others. You're making yourself anxious by valuing others over yourself. You can speak your mind constructively, but it may require practice. However, your inability to do this sets you up as your worst enemy. Do you place unrealistic demands on yourself? Do you fall flat on your face and wonder why you keep failing? The two are related, and your inability to recognize this is holding you back. You don't need to guilt and shame yourself for failing to meet impossible standards. Go easy on yourself. Do you identify with your own thoughts and feelings? Do you fall into the trap of buying into the roles you are expected to play in the lives of others? You identify with these temporary things and you overlook the core of who you are as a person. You can't identify with a feeling, they're temporary. You can't identify with how others view you. Who do you believe you are? Are you waiting for someone else to swoop in and save you? This often manifests in endless complaints with no desire to make a positive change. Why find a solution when you can loudly suffer and draw attention to your victimhood? It might not be your fault, but it is your problem. Only you have the power to make the necessary changes to take control of a situation. Do you try to police yourself into doing, acting, and being better? Do you tell yourself this is a positive thing to do and it's only about improving yourself? While there is nothing wrong with progress, it's equally as essential to accept yourself as you are. That doesn't mean that you're giving up on growth. Policing yourself will only create fear, and while your intention may be different, the manifestation is inherently harmful. Sometimes, you may self-sabotage yourself because the opposite forces us to focus on something we're neglecting. For example, you have an opportunity to earn a larger salary. You refuse it because having more money means you can afford to go out and do things. The truth is that you've lost touch with your closest friends, you're socially awkward, and you will be forced to face up to your loneliness. This is an extreme example, but we are all guilty of self-sabotage to varying degrees. We think nothing of holding ourselves back in one area of life because we're too scared to address a neglected area. You must believe in yourself to stop sabotaging your success and to overcome being your worst enemy. If you liked this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.